When you think of a Disney vacation, do images of theme parks, crowds, costume characters come to mind? Well, there's another aspect to Disney vacations that you might not be as aware of. It's called Adventures by Disney, and it's Disney's answer to the group tour industry. But there are some big differences between Adventures by Disney and other family guided tours. I'm going to go through those for you in this video.
I'm Christina. I'm a traveler, a planner, and most importantly, a mom. I'm sharing my best tips to make traveling as a family a little less stressful. So put down your phone, pack your bags, and let's showcase the world.
Adventures by Disney is one of my favorite ways to travel and one of my favorite things to book for my travelers because it is a no-hassle vacation where you can actually enjoy the destination that you're in without having to worry about your kids. So what is Adventures by Disney? Well, first of all, it is a guided group experience, which means that you are on a planned itinerary with a group of about 30 other people. They max out around 30, so that's usually about what you'll see. They'll be closer to usually 20 people, so 4 or 5 families in each group. That group is led by 2 adventure guides. Typically, you'll have someone who rose through the ranks of Disney customer service, so they're the best of the best. And you have someone who's local to the country and speaks the language. So you have these 2 guides who are there to help you with anything you might need. It's not like going on a guided tour where your tour guide, you just have a tour guide for certain aspects of your trip. They are with you every single minute so that they can help you with whatever you need. They're not in your face and you're gonna not want them there every minute, I promise, but they're there to help you with every single need. And your family travels together with these other families and you experience things together. Sometimes they do have special activities for the kids, or what they call junior adventurers, where if you're at a wine tasting, they might be on a scavenger hunt. One of the ones that I really like is while you're in an art gallery in Anchorage, Alaska, they are doing a scavenger hunt through the town and the mining things. In Italy, if you're at a wine tasting, they're doing a gelato tasting. Really fun things like that where you can enjoy an aspect of your vacation, which might have stressed you out before, where you're thinking about, what am I going to do with my kids? So that's really, really a great benefit of an Adventures by Disney. They have more than 30 itineraries around the U.S. and the world. North, Central, South America, Asia, Africa, Australia, Europe, and they just announced new expeditions to Antarctica. So they have 30 itineraries on all 7 continents. And some of these itineraries are so exciting. There are some in the U.S. I know international travel restrictions are kind of in place right now. So if you're looking for a U.S. Adventures by Disney experience, check out the video right here on 5 adventures that they offer right here in the U.S. Some of my favorite, I do have to say, are in Europe, where they're doing really special things that only Disney can do. So why is it different than other guided tours? Disney has always been the leader in family travel, family entertainment, right? So they led the industry of cruising, appealing to families. It used to just be the retired set, and Disney made it possible for families. Once Disney started it, Royal Caribbean was like, oh, that's competition. We got to do something too. And same thing with Adventures by Disney. Adventures by Disney came out with this family guided tours. So companies like Tauk and they all started coming out with their own family adventures as well. There are some other great companies that I do love for family guided tours. If you want to check out that video, I will put that here on 5 guided tour companies. But of course, Disney is all about storytelling. So you're going to have these places presented to you in a way that is not going to happen with some of the other tours. It's going to be about checking off your list of things that you want to see, whereas your Disney experience is about getting involved in the cultures, learning with the people of the place you're visiting, really doing unique things that aren't on other itineraries, which is why I love it. Why you're going to love it is because there is absolutely no hassle. Everything is taken care of for you. The guide speaks the languages. They handle all the logistics. You get to the airport. They pick you up. They get you to your hotel. They handle all the transportation within your trip. So if you want to go to Italy and not just stay in Rome, you also want to go to Florence and Venice and all Naples, then they're going to get you to all of those places depending on the itinerary. They include all internal flights, all internal trains, all internal transportation. They'll help you they have taken care of for you. They'll help you with snacks and refreshments. So if you're on a train, they're going to make sure that you have everything you need in terms of food and drink. One of the things I love is there's always water available. You never have to find a bottle of water. They're on top of things. So those really amazing adventure guides I was talking about earlier, they're going to make sure you have every need taken care of. So if you're on a trip in London and the weather's a little bit colder than it's seasonably appropriate, they're going to meet you after a tour with hot chocolate. Or if it rains unexpectedly, they're going to have umbrellas for you. So all the things that you just don't want to have to think about when you travel, they take care of that. They provide luggage service, so as you're moving from place to place, they're going to pick up your bags and go. You don't have to drag your bags on cobblestone streets, run through train stations with luggage trailing behind you. And they have a concierge service to help you plan your free time. There's not a ton of free time on these trips, but they do have a few afternoons or meals on your own that they'll help you plan with, so you can kind of personalize that aspect of your trip. And it's just done for you. It's just done for you. It's awesome. As a part of that, it's inclusive. From the moment you arrive in the city, almost everything is included in your cost. The cost of Adventures by Disney does not include the cost of your airfare to the destination. So their China trip, they do have some internal flights in China. Those are going to be included in the fare. The flight to China is not going to be included. So I know that's a little bit confusing. If you have any questions below, please comment. I will make sure that I clarify that a little bit for you. So what are you getting with an Adventures by Disney? You're getting 4 or 5-star outstanding accommodations. You're getting your transportation. You're getting tours and entrance fees. There are so many guided tours that don't include, they include the Sistine Chapel on their itinerary, but they don't include the fee in their price. So your tours and entrance fees, all of your scheduled meals, so again, there might be a meal or two on your own, but most of your meals are included. Dinner, movie nights. So one of the things I love is every single itinerary has a junior adventure night where the adults get to do something on their own and the kids kind of sit and watch a Disney movie and do activities with one of the guides. Where can you go on a vacation and go do something as adults and not have to worry about where your kids are? So I love, love, love that. That's included. Your entertainment is included. So they have these amazing dinners where you'll have exclusive entertainment. So I know in the Utah, Colorado Arizona, Utah adventure, I'm sorry. They do have Native American performers who come to one of your dinners at the Grand Canyon. So that kind of entertainment is included, and your taxes and gratuities are included. So if you're comparing Adventures by Disney with something else, it might be a little bit more expensive, but you're getting so much more. So make sure you are using a travel advisor to help you navigate what is included in each guided tour, so you know how much more you're going to have to pay and what the difference between those are. Another big difference is that the Disney name holds clout. There are experiences that only Disney could provide, such as private after-hours visits to the Sistine Chapel. I know I've mentioned that a few times. That's usually a big one on bucket lists. Participating in alms offering ceremonies in Laos and learning the art of Peruvian weaving from master artisans in Peru are things that only Disney includes in their itineraries. So you have these exclusive experiences. You have these VIP access. So on the Disney to Austria, you have access to the palace after it closes. So really, really awesome things that other tour companies can't do for you. Virtually every part of the Adventures by Disney experience is private in some form or another. You wait in no lines for anything. Disney makes arrangement to provide access to venues either exclusively or ahead of the general public. So you really feel like a VIP when you're in Adventures by Disney. That includes the luxury service with the Adventure Guys. I talked about this a little bit, but there used to be a time when Disney was synonymous with customer service. Things have changed a little bit since then. We don't see that as much in the Disney parks, but it still exists with Adventure by Disney. They have the top of the top Disney cast members. They get to know you. They anticipate your needs. They keep your children engaged. So if you're in the Louvre and you're really excited about seeing some things in there, but your kids are running around, you would normally have to leave the Louvre with your kids to avoid disturbing people, right? When you miss what you wanted to see. Well, they're going to keep your children engaged so that you can see what you want to see. It's experiential. Like I said, it's not about getting from place to place so you can check it off your list. You immerse yourself in these cultures. Italy, for example, you sit with a Venetian mask maker and make masks, or you go to the countryside and you have a chef teach you how to make pasta from scratch, and then you eat it. You won't find Mickey and Minnie on these adventures. That's not all about the Disney properties being thrown at your face. There are some itineraries that are very tastefully done with some movie tie-ins. So Scotland has some activities that are related to the movie Brave. You get to see some sites that inspired the film, including the Cavendish Standing Stones and the Chessmen of Lewis set. Also, your kids get to learn archery like Merida. So they kind of talk about some of the films and the inspiration of the films, but it's not about in-your-face Disney properties. I do love the Norway itinerary. You do get to meet Anna and Elsa there. That's the only one you're going to meet characters on, but you get to see the place that inspired the film. You get to see the fjords and the ice-capped mountains and the stave churches, and they talk about how it inspired the Imagineers, because all of the Imagineers, all of the animators are going to research these films and these attractions before they create them. So one of my favorite things is to watch Joe Rohde. He's one of Disney's most well-known Imagineers of today. He designs the Animal Kingdom, and he has talked so much about his travels to all of these places that inspired the theme park. So it's really fun to see some of these places that inspired films or theme park attractions. They actually even had an Adventures by Disney, an African safari that Joe Rohde was on, and it was a special one time only and sold out within seconds, but you got to actually talk to Joe Rohde about what you're seeing in Africa and how it inspired Africa in the Animal Kingdom. The other itinerary I really like, so Adventures by Disney also has river cruising available, which is something that they also opened up to the family industry. So there are a few river cruises who have jumped on board and now do family itineraries, but Disney was the first. They partnered with Ama Waterways, and they have 4 different itineraries of river cruising that your kids can go on. One of the ones that I love is the Beauty and the Beast tie-in. It's an 8-day, 7-night Rhine River cruise, so you visit France, Switzerland, Germany, and the Netherlands, but along the way you get to see this town that inspired the beginning, the scene at the beginning of the movie where she's walking through the town that the animators drew inspiration from to draw that. And you would have culinary experiences on the ship that are based on the film. So you definitely get to try the gray stuff. I hope it is more delicious than that in Walt Disney World, because I'm not a big fan of that one. But you get these really fun experiences that have a little bit of a Disney tie-in to them, but it's not in-your-face Minnie and Mickey. So that is Adventures by Disney. It is a wonderful, wonderful product. I am so excited to be able to offer it to my travelers. If you'd like to learn more about Adventures by Disney, please schedule a call with me. I will put the link below. I would love to chat, and we can talk about what itinerary is going to be best for you, whether it fits in your budget, or we can offer something else that is similar. And I look forward to chatting with you. Remember, take a break from the busy.
Need help planning your next family vacation? Visit us at showcasetheworld.com to request a quote or schedule a free vacation consultation. Want more great travel tips? You'll find those there too.